It's on! It's on! Hello, welcome to the September 21st, 2020 edition of Disney Parks Talk Live, the weekly show in which we talk about the week in Disney news. When I say we, I mean we. I am not alone today. We have three incredible co-hosts to help me out. So I'm going to introduce them one by one. First of all, coming all the way from Northern California. She's beautiful. She's talented. She's my wife. She is Rebecca.
Hey, everybody. Happy Monday.
And coming from Southern California, our incredible Star Wars and West Coast correspondent. He's beautiful. He's talented. He has a wife, Mike Celestino.
Hello.
And coming from Central Florida, our main correspondent over there. You know him. You love him. He's beautiful. He's talented. No one would dare marry him. Jeremiah Good. Jeremiah,
yeah, I don't know what to do with that either, Jeremiah. I apologize on behalf of the Mosleys. I can't see it.
It's okay. How you guys doing today?
We're doing well. How about you?
I am doing great. I am trying to do something here and failing miserably, which, you know, story of my life.
Hey, no worries.
There it was. Did you get that one, Jeremiah? Let's try again. One more time.
Ahoy!
Ahoy!
Special thanks to Tony for doing the grunt work on that for me.
I'm guessing I missed something during a walk and talk.
We'll get into that story in a little bit.
All right. So we are here to talk about the week in Disney parks and what a week it has been. Before I continue, just a quick reminder, please make sure you like our stream. Please make sure you ring the bell so you find out when we go live, especially on days like today when I forget to schedule it. And let us know what you think of the show. Trivia at laughingplace.com. So with that, let's get started.
Wait, why are they sending the reviews of our show trivia at laughingplace.com?
Because what should I send it to? Disney Parks at laughingplace.com?
I don't know. This show's pretty trivial.
Yeah, you can send it. You can send it to 4dorks at laughingplace.com. They all come to me. So
if we send anything at laughingplace.com, it comes to you?
Unless it's someone else's name like Jeremiah or Mike or Rebecca, yes, the default is me. Tony just let me know that he missed it, so I'm going to do it one more time for him. Yep, I sure am. This is some great radio.
If only we were live on video.
Ahoy!
There you go, Tony. All right, sorry about that. All right. So let's get started on the West Coast for a change, because that is where the big news was somewhat anticipated, as the governor was talking today. And the last time he spoke, he said we would get some theme park news. I believe it was either very soon or very, very soon. I can't quite remember, but I know there was at least one very in there. And then so today he had a little something to say. And Mike, what did we find out?
We found out something? I don't know.
That is correct. We got nothing.
Okay.
Not a
Trick
word.
question.
I felt very unprepared all of a sudden, and then
I was like, wait, I
out.
did watch the presentation and we didn't get anything. I know that.
That's the point. We got nothing. Absolutely nothing. So Disney actually is holding a press conference tomorrow. Jeremiah, you want to say a little bit about what's going on at the press conference? Since it's bi-coastal?
Oh, okay.
So,
No.
but it's happening. It is a
Yeah.
Ahoy!
with both coasts, and Josh D'Amaro is expected to speak, and
we'll find out when it
exactly
happens.
what it is. Yeah. So.
Is there did they announce a time on it? Because I haven't looked at the LP write-up of that yet.
It's not a public thing. It's just
Oh, okay.
going to be private for the media, and then it'll be sent out. From what I understand.
okay.
I'm not invited to it. Neither is
Very
Mike. So
Cool. Okay, very good.
You didn't get your invitation?
Next up.
I'm just kidding. I'm not. Okay, so let's go over to Florida now. Jeremiah, today.
that's it. That's all you get, Mike. You get nothing.
We'll be back. We'll be back to Mike. Mike, have you ever stayed at the Grand Floridian?
yes. I have.
Oh, then you
Shockingly, on Disney's dime, I stayed at the Grand Floridian.
That is by far the best way to stay at the Grand Floridian. So
for
Jeremiah,
the Pixar and the Parks media event.
Wow.
When they were building Toy Story Land.
Okay, that's nice.
It was cool.
Wow.
It reopened today, Jeremiah?
I need to move out to California so when they do media events, I can stay in the nice hotels in Florida again. I see how it is.
We don't do this for perks, Jeremiah. We do this for the people.
Yes. Just like my amazing tan line is only for the people.
For the people. All right, Grand Floridian.
Yes, the Grand Floridian emerged from its bubble today. The bubble popped. Are we starting? Okay, first we're starting with the walkway and the construction of the bridge that will span the Magic Kingdom, from the Magic Kingdom to the Grand Floridian, or from Grand Floridian to Magic Kingdom, depending on which way you walk. It is a actual rotating bridge. The bridge covers that span. If you've ever ridden the monorail or any of the boats, you'd see the span that is where the storage for the electric water pageant is. And that bridge will swing in so the water pageant can go in and out. That is the start of the walkway from the Grand Floridian. If you happen to go on our YouTube channel, because you've subscribed, liked, and followed us, and you can see the walk and talk from this morning, where I walk close to that entrance area, but we can't do the span of the walkway yet because scroll a little bit, go back up, Doobie. A little bit more, a little bit higher. No, down. I just wanted to see Michelle Chan's video there. No, so this walkway is going to go from the Magic Kingdom to Grand Floridian, vice versa. That is the temperature check tent that will be located right next to the Magic Kingdom monorail station. Temporarily, it's going to, when they finish it, the walkway is going to walk along the water towards where the old launches were that headed over to the hotels. But the temperature check tent is ready to go. The only thing that is left that really needs some work is there's a span of the walkway where the construction equipment comes out from the Magic Kingdom, and they still need to finish the pavers out there. So probably within a week or two, we should be looking at a nice walkway, which will be perfect because we have that lovely fall weather for a day here in Florida, and we can go enjoy that.
I'm looking forward to you doing that walkway for us, Jeremiah. One, you need to let us know exactly how long it is. I think that's critical. And I think that'll be fun. And what's interesting is you were at the Grand
pedometer.
Yes. You were at the Grand today, which now will very soon have the ability to walk to the Grand Floridian, which already has the ability to monorail to the Grand Floridian. And then did you get some surprise breaking news while you were there?
Yeah, there are these two cute ducks just sitting there not doing anything. Oh, no. So as we were walking and talking, I headed out toward the boat launch, and literally as I say the boats aren't running, a boat comes pulling up, and the captain and the second mate, the skipper and Marianne, swing in to dock the boat, and they say something to me, and then I say something back to them, which is ahoy! That is me saying ahoy, which WandaVision did that. So yes, the boat started running today, and I reciprocated a ahoy to the captain as they were coming in, and I said it back, and that and me singing Big Al song, I'm sure, will be two of my highlights of my laughing place time.
Question for you, Mike Celestino. Quick question for Mike Celestino.
Yeah.
On your next trip to the Grand, what will be your preferred transportation to the Magic Kingdom? Your feet, your monorail, or your boat?
I always like taking the monorail, but I haven't taken that boat across the Seven Seas Lagoon in a long time, so maybe I'll do that.
Thank you, Mike Celestino.
How will you greet the captain, though, Mike?
I'm very reserved, so I don't talk to anybody.
Um,
Jeremiah,
So-
I noticed that the boat pictured was not the adorable little, I don't know what they were called, but the adorable small passenger ones that used to travel the water. It was a much larger vessel. Is that? Go ahead.
Those are the boats that used to circle Disney's Animal Kingdom. They were brought out. I want to say it's been more than 5 years. I think it was when I moved out here. They started using those for the high traffic nights. It's the large Discovery boat tour that used to circle the Tree of Life, and then they brought it out. And one day I was just standing there, I was like, "Wait, I know this boat. I used to sit on it and hear Just Plain Mark and Zippy tell me about lizards and broadcasting live from the Tree of Life." Anytime we can talk about Just Plain Mark and Zippy.
So this is an honest question because I just don't know, and I want to know. Is it just plain Mark and Zippy, or just plain Mark and Zippy?
It was Just Plain Mark and Zippy, because they actually, as I found out after they had left the Radio Disney, this is riveting stuff we're talking about right now, by the way. A radio program that hasn't been on in 15 years. Just Plain Mark and Zippy were not actually that good of friends. They were just put together on the Radio Disney show.
Wow.
First, they broadcast live from the Tree of Life, and then they broadcast live from underneath the Rocket Rod station.
That's the one I remember.
Yeah.
So, well, thank you. Tony, hard at work again. Now he's going to get I love that. Okay, so Jeremiah, no, Rebecca, I'm going to throw this next one to you. Even though it's Disney World, I feel like you're the most qualified to talk about this one.
Okay. Okay, so this is how my family tortures me. They still live in Florida, and when they get together as a family, they send me pictures of their visits to Sanaa, because this is hands down what I think my family as a whole, our favorite place to like invade. Because when my family goes, it's me and Doobie and Gideon, and then my parents and my brother and his wife and his kid and my sister and her boyfriend, and then usually we've got 2 or 3 additional people who have tagged. I mean, we end up, it's always like this massive herd of individuals heading into Sanaa. And so I'm very excited to see Sanaa to go. This is cool. I know that I am eager to try this out. I am eager to check out this idea of one of my favorite memories of being at Kidani was sitting on the veranda. We went to the Mara and we grabbed some those paw brownies, and I grabbed zebra domes out of the cooler, and Gideon got a paw brownie, and we sat on the patio and we were watching the animals walking around and everything and enjoying our desserts. And so the notion now of getting the marvelous flatbreads and such, and then taking that and enjoying that on my veranda, I'm super stoked at the notion.
Isn't that wasn't the thing that came out today more? It's more than just Sanaa that's doing the to-go. Aren't there a couple other ones? I know that was from a few days ago.
Yeah, this is from 3 days ago. As of the time I did this prep, this is the only one I saw. So let me see if I can ask our correspondent in charge of Walt Disney World if there's more information. Jeremiah, is there more information?
Hang on, let me go to the Disney Parks blog, because I believe that I was at the Grand Floridian while this was going on, and I saw this pop up.
Very cool.
Let's see. Well, we got the weekday Disney Spring Special offer where you'll get 20% off. Oh, here it is. Explore a whole new world of dining options, now available with the My Disney experience. Mobile order service expanding to select table service restaurants. We are now offering even more ways to use our mobile service, recently expanded to include to-go orders from Sanaa allowing Disney Resort hotel guests to place orders to go from a selection of items on the table service menus inside the restaurant, pick up their food. Sorry. My thumb is in the way. Pick up their food and enjoy at their resort hotel. So it looks like it's going to be expanding to other hotels. The mobile order service is now available in even more quick service locations. The Market at Ale and Compass at Disney's Yacht Club Resort. P&J's Southern Takeout at Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort. The Boardwalk Bakery and Pizza Window at Disney's Boardwalk.
Cool.
So there is more information.
Another kind of side what's the word? Additional benefit of this is that as you know, mask wearing is required when you're out among the public. And yes, you can take them off when you eat, but then you put them on. And the nice thing is that if you take it back to your room, you're in a zone now where you can just relax. You don't have to be have the mask wearing on the brain. So I like that additional element too, because I've had a few friends who have traveled and talked a little bit about how their heightened stress trying to make sure they're adhering to mask policies. So I thought this was that would be a neat additional benefit. So
I did want to clarify, this is for Walt Disney World Resort guests only,
yes,
not for just anybody. I'm hoping they expand it in the future, because I'm looking forward to doing a DoorDash from Sanaa. I think that would be awesome.
Good point.
Living in the
Uber
in the
Eats,
area.
yeah.
That'd be fun.
Place an order and get some bread.
Since we're at Grand Floridian, can we shift to the neighbor hotel with the big news that came out about the Polynesian?
Sure,
Jeremiah, go for it.
Because I don't think we actually had that on the list. Polynesian announced
if only I put the
are
list out before the show so you guys could add to it.
2-minute practice. That's all we get. It was confirmed that I believe starting as of next week, there's going to be closures at the Polynesian. They're going to start relocating the check-in service to one of the closer buildings. The porte-cochere area is going to close off, and the monorail station will be closed. So there will be no more monorail stopping at the Polynesian until the hotel reopens sometime in 2021. And they're changing hours at Kona Cafe and the shop, and Trader Sam's is still closed.
Oh my goodness. Sorry, someone just mentioned something that I completely forgot about. And did we not do an article on this on Laughing Place? Savi's Workshop?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
No, we did a video. Somehow I missed the article.
No, I don't know if there was an actual update. I did not do a full caption recreate of this is exactly what happened. But yes, Savi is reopened on Sunday morning. My lightsaber is behind me.
You want to talk about the experience a little bit, how it works now?
Sure. If you've been to Savi's or if you've watched one of our videos, we have a few different videos inside Savi's. They would fill up the entire room. But now with social distancing, they're leaving a space in between each party. If Mike and I were to go in together to build a lightsaber, we would have one spot next to each other, and then there'd be a spot on either side of us open for the social distancing, and then it'd go that way. They mentioned when I was talking to some of the management that 7 is their perfect number if with the spaces in there. But if there are parties, like when I went in, there were 2 people, there was a family. So there's about 9 people in there to fit everybody together. The only real difference is the limited space. They put numbers down on the floor for the social distancing. And the, Mike, what is the person's name who helps you design and build your lightsaber?
The Gatherers?
Yeah, but the actual person, the Kabi, I can't think of it.
I don't
that
remember.
guy. Oh yeah, look, let's watch a video.
Is
wearing a
like
mask.
B-roll.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool.
But that is that is it. There is no mass. There's no plastic barriers. There's no barricades. Anything. It is very much the same experience you had 6 months ago, with the exception of wearing masks and keeping social distancing, and the kid wearing the Yoda hat there.
Dude,
It's not guaranteed to be in each one.
Mike, can you confirm that is a baby Yoda hat as opposed to a Yoda?
It sure looks like it. I do like that guy's mask, the main actor's
The
mask.
guy?
It looks
Yeah.
very Star Wars.
He was great, and this video, as you can see, is on our YouTube channel.
Cool.
You have the walk-in, the exterior, and you have up to the part where I actually have to try to put together my lightsaber, because that's very difficult with one hand and trying to put everything together.
Thank you, Jeremiah. Mike, any comments? Since you're Mr. Star Wars guy, I always like to give you a chance.
I've only done Savi's the once. I mean, that's obviously it's very expensive to go in there and build your own lightsaber, but it looks like they've found a way to do it again in these troubled times, and that's nice.
Are there any new lightsabers available? It's the same ones always?
When you're in there, it is still just the 4 different, the elemental, the power and control, the Jedi, the Sith, the Rancor tooth one, and then there's the 4th option.
Power?
But power and control is the Jedi, is the Sith.
Capability?
responsiveness.
Responsiveness.
That's where I went to, as you said,
And
power.
I think the 4th one is perfect attendance.
Number 7.
The congeniality lightsaber.
But speaking about lightsabers, Mike, what's that big announcement that happened on the Parks blog about a survey or?
Yeah, that's a cool thing to talk about. Though, do we have that on the list? There's a survey about what the next legacy lightsaber to be available in Doc Ondar's Den of Antiquities should be, and the one that I'm really excited about that I hope gets the most votes is the ancient lightsaber from the Vader Immortal VR series. That one looks awesome, and I've held that one in my virtual hand so much in the game that I would love to have that for real. So I hope that one gets chosen.
They're letting you choose from among 6 different lightsabers. You can have Anakin Skywalker's, Qui-Gon Jinn, Ezra Bridger, Kanan, or is it Kanan?
Kanan
Jarrus.
And then Cal, I always say that wrong. And then Cal Kestis, that's from that Jedi.
Yeah, that's Jedi Fallen Order, the video game.
And then the one at the very bottom is Lord Corvox, right?
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about, that bottom right one. That's definitely, it's so, all these other lightsabers look the same to me, but that one is, so cool.
How can that not win? That is so cool.
I will say that I was sad personally that I saw 6 and I was so woohoo, 6 of them, and then I look and I didn't see either Ahsoka's or the one that Rey, the Leia saber, and so I'm hoping those will be in the future.
Well, Ahsoka's is coming. They've already announced that.
Yeah, more so Leia. But you're right. We know Ahsoka's coming. You're right.
Yeah,
totally.
Leia and Rey's should just automatically come in.
Mm-hmm.
I think these 6 are, very unique. I'm a little sad that they didn't go with Ezra's original lightsaber that also had the stun gun part of it.
Okay.
But because it's a gun, I'm sure that was kind of we're not going to go there. I don't like the number 1 so far, and if you click on and vote, I'm sure that it's still the same, is the Joker lightsaber from the video game. Because the kid who was the model for the Jedi played the Joker in Gotham.
Gotcha.
Here's the one I was hoping for, but apparently it didn't even make the survey. So, pretty disappointed about that.
So right now,
continue?
that's what I'm saving. I'm saving in hopes that someday Leia's the hilt of Leia's saber will be available, because I haven't kind of done this yet.
I
haven't invested in any collectible level lightsabers. Yeah.
What does this thing cost again, Jeremiah?
The legacies are up there. They're 200 at least. No, Ahsoka's I believe is 200. I think you can get like Darth Vader's and those for like 150. But the the create your own in the Savi's is 199 plus tax. No discounts available.
Really? Fascinating.
Except the 5-finger discount.
Which we do not support or endorse.
What happened to the quiet and reserve mic I heard about a few minutes ago?
Every once in a while, something pops in there, you know. I don't even know how you would pull that off. You would need like an elaborate heist to steal the Sabi. You'd have to go
Especially
in there after dark and like
pay
build the
before
whole
you
thing.
go in.
Yeah.
I mean, you could go in through the exit and then like nudge the kid out of the way and just take his lightsaber when he's done. We do not endorse any of this.
Yeah. Mike is a filmmaker. I want to see The Heist, Sabi's Workshop by Mike Celestino.
The heist, Sabi's Workshop edition.
No, Mike.
It started as an innocent joke on a podcast.
Mike on the ITS when Hux bumps the other person out of the way to get on the screen. That's totally what you could do for a kid, just walking down, bump. Thank you.
Right. Oh yeah, wait. Okay, so when you pay the money to sign up for your appointment, they give you that pin that you gotta wear. So you just gotta steal a little kid's pin, and they'll let you in.
They give you a pin
Like I
and
said.
a card.
Oh yeah, you got and the card. You gotta get the card too.
His life of crime started with a simple joke.
Get Ocean's 11. We have Celestino's 5. Here we go. 5-finger discount. Oh man, this is great. Now we're cooking with gas. So, speaking of locations where Mike Celestino can get the 5-finger discount, you want to talk about what happened at Downtown Disney?
I did not steal anything. I've never stolen anything from a Disney park. I should point that out. They've given me plenty of stuff for free, but I have never stolen anything from a Disney park.
Mike, was it you that did that rant about not wearing a mask and you got kicked out, or because you were stealing stuff?
No. Yeah, I feel like I've talked about this like 8 times already. This trading post, but never on Disney parks, I guess. So, Wonderground Gallery at Downtown Disney District is now the Star Wars trading post, and I overheard a cast member say, "At least until the park opens." So.
Until further notice was the official word that they kept giving us.
But now this is where you go if you live in Southern California and you need to buy a Porg or a Dewback or I don't know, all these legacy lightsabers and stuff. Since we can't get in the parks, they got this Star Wars trading post, and it's pretty cool. It's got most of the most popular merchandise from all the different shops in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. There's stuff from.
Can I buy
Doc
that
Ondar.
milk can that's up there?
No,
Or
that's
the
just for decoration.
I was impressed with the look and everything, given that it was overnight. Mike was there the day before, and it did not look like a shop in transition. It looked like the gallery, and then
if you go back and watch that live stream from, I think it was last Monday, when I was at Downtown Disney, and we live streamed from inside Wonderground Gallery, and we were just talking about all the art and merch that they had in there, and none the wiser at all. I left, and then the next morning we saw people tweeting about how they had completely changed it over. So I headed back on Wednesday.
So that's funny because you just showed what they did for you. The Star Wars Trading Post at Disney Springs opened this morning with stuff from Galaxy's Edge, but we don't have any of the collectible art. We don't have the monkey lizards. We don't have the legacy lightsabers. We don't have the jewelry, but we also can get it inside Disney's Hollywood Studios pretty easily.
Yeah. So still on Star Wars merchandise, apparently there was some previews of some other Star Wars stuff. It looks like the Star Wars Academy Awards are up here, if I'm not mistaken. The Celebration Obelisk. What are we looking at here, Mike or Jeremiah, whoever's the expert on this one?
Well, those are just Sith artifacts.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But
from Doc
been-
Ondars. That's old
yeah,
stuff.
they've been in there.
So then why did this article go up to a couple days ago?
It's
coming
mostly because
soon.
they shop Disney.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Guys need to
We're
help me
making
with the
people.
prep.
We're making everyone aware of it's here, there, and everywhere.
Thank you.
No worries.
AKA, the parks have been closed for many months, and they have lots of merchandise that they need to move out so they can move new stuff in.
All right. Here's something that I know is new since we last did this, and I'm probably wrong again.
Ahoy!
Yes. Walt Disney World water parks remain closed until March 7th, 2021. And they also, like the day or two after this, they announced this, they also paused the sales of the level of passport renewals for the level of pass that included these, as I recall. Right,
Yeah.
Jeremiah?
Yes, and if you had one of those passes you'd renewed, you're getting like 50 some odd cents per day or something in a refund. So you'll end up getting some money back if you purchase one of the passes that has the water park plus.
And
I think people were looking and they're like, getting $33 back for the entire thing. So I think it's less than 50 cents a day.
And then it started us speculating, right, on what park if we were to pick one, right? Because does it say in there one will open in the spring?
I think
Right.
it says that there is, when they do reopen, one of the parks will reopen. I think we figured that probably it's Typhoon Lagoon with the light systems that they have, so they could stay open later.
I was gonna say that's just, we were just kind of speculating around the office, as it were, kind of which one would you open? But then on the flip side, I was trying to remember, because they always go down for refurbishment like at certain times of the year, and I was trying to remember which time frame would it be, and I couldn't remember. So
well, Typhoon Lagoon never reopened. I know Blizzard Beach was open, and then Typhoon Lagoon has had some of their slides replaced over the past season, and then they were doing it because you could see slides in the parking lot and up on the grass of the parking lot. So they're replacing parts of the slide. Just normal maintenance for the parks.
And and so other water parks in Florida are open. This has nothing to do with the government. This is Disney just deciding to hold off on reopening, correct?
Correct, which is a very strange. I remember when everybody's like, oh, Disney can finally open a water park. It was like every other water park in the state is open that I know of. But Disney wants to be safe, and I applaud them and I thank them for that.
My
Everybody stop
suspicion,
talking Mike back.
My thought process was is more about labor distribution, as well as just attendance realities than necessarily safety. Just based on some of the protocols and whatnot that I'd heard in regards to the water parks. But on the flip side, I do understand that masks and such, if you really want your clientele to be in a pattern of behavior with masks, then water parks are not highly supportive of that, because you're in and out of water, so masks on and off. So I can understand also not wanting to break the pattern of, hey, you're outside, put on a mask. So
every
it's
day,
like
pools are open though,
every
right?
day.
At the resorts.
Correct.
yes.
Yeah, you can take off your mask once you're in the pool like that. That was one of the big things. Like, no, you can't. Just
Right.
pound yourself. Every day that I drive to the parks or to work, I pass by one of the smaller water parks that has a tower that is very prominent. You can see from the roadway, and there is no social distancing in the stairs. Like, it is, and I'm not blaming the park, because as a teenager, I'm sure that I wouldn't have understood social distancing that well, but the line has been all the way down the stairs, and each person on each of the stairs. So it's made me a little uncomfortable seeing that, and I've been in the parks every day.
Yeah, I gotcha. So your thought is just try and avoid that dynamic. I can understand, especially the visual, because people love to share any possible photo of people congestion. So yeah, so you lessen that likelihood too. Good point.
All right. So before I show this one, I'm going to actually ask, do I need to show this? New Halloween treats at Disney Springs, Jeremiah? Was that you?
Yes.
Decadent.
That's the ganachery.
You want to talk a little bit?
So Disney Springs, just like the parks, are expanding into Halloween since there are no parties. This is at the ganachery, which it's see the little mallet behind it. You actually break the Franken mini, and there's confetti candy inside. It's a beautiful presentation, and I think it's $25 for that.
Can't quite see it.
Yeah,
I'm glad you said that. I thought you broke the glass around it to get to the chocolate.
In case of emergency, break glass. Yes. So
like that quiz show we watched last night.
What?
Remember the Disney quiz show last night? They had to steal the rose
Right.
and then the lid came off and the kid had to go get that too. Okay, sorry, go ahead, Jeremiah.
No, I think Mike is interested in this. They had to steal it.
It was so cool. It was like the final round of Disney Quizney on Disney Channel. And they had all these lasers and you had all the artifacts from the descendants and you had to steal them and gather them into your like chest or whatever. And one of the parents was helping you do that, and the other parent was the security guard. And anytime you hit a laser, it would blast the parent with goop and glitter. It was quite delightful to watch.
Mike, is that your new security system for your Disney collectibles? Goop and glitter.
It was
Goop
a fun
and glitter.
show. I enjoyed it.
Hey, Jeremiah, I wanted to ask you what kind of lightsaber did you get?
I bought because the first time that I had gone when Galaxy Edge opened, of course, I created a Jedi. This time I actually went with the Sith. I had to,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I ran and got mine so we could compare, but.
You got the Rancor tooth one.
Yeah. How do you not get that?
You keep talking.
A Rancor tooth?
Yeah.
Ooh, that is hardy.
Oh man! All right, wait. Jeremiah said to solo you while he's off camera. Here.
So what parts of it? I'm all pointing at the TV like you can. I'm pointing at my screen like you can see. So what parts of it do you put? How many different pieces are you putting when you put it together?
There's multiple kinds of this middle piece, I think, and each one of these handle pieces, and then there's different kinds of this end piece, and I think the emitter as well.
Do you get to choose your blade color, or does it determine the blade color?
Yeah, you choose the blade color while you're building it, and then you can also buy the extra kyber crystals that will change the color of the blade later.
That's
which
cool.
Is awesome.
So yours is red.
Yeah.
What did you get red as well, Mike, or did you get?
I have the green kyber crystal in here right now, but I also have a blue. I have a black kyber crystal, which is awesome because I got super lucky and I bought a red one and it was black, like first try ever, which is crazy and super rare. I think it's like 1 in 100 or something.
Oh,
wow, that's cool.
And I have a yellow one too.
The blade doesn't change colors to black, sadly.
Yeah, it's just red.
That'd be freaky.
Yeah.
How would they even do that? Change it to black? That'd be weird.
Darksaber. They gotta make.
That'd be
one of those.
weird. That's cool. That's nice looking. You guys are such geeks. So cool. That's cool. I'm jealous. One of these days. I don't have one yet.
No wife of mine is going to be bringing one of those things home.
Yeah, that's what you think.
It's how you slice the bread.
That's what it does. It slices your bread in half because you have money, and then you get that, and you no longer have money.
It toasts your bread as you slice.
All right, so this is interesting to me because people like merchandise, and this is some of this new resort-specific merchandise. Jeremiah, did you go to Boutique?
I did. Oh, I was like, which resort is the specific merchandise we're talking about?
This
The
is the
correct
Polynesian, if I'm not
merchandise?
mistaken.
Oh, yes. Yeah, the Polynesian Village Resort. This is a great coconut mug. Some of the themed mugs to the bungalows. and of course
Stitch
there's Stitch.
Where's
different.
Moana? Where's Moana?
Moana is the gift shop upstairs. Nice toothpick holder there. Trader Sam's mug, which is the only place you can buy anything Trader Sam's right now.
Sadly, not open. Oh, I like that one.
Yeah, really fun shirts. And these are all the Polynesian Village Resort. And some of these have been out for a while, but I visited
that's cute.
for a specific reason, and then I decided to throw all this in together because this past
Those are cute.
Saturday.
I want to see Jeremiah in this one showing off his guns.
And especially with the face
I have a
mask
lightsaber.
tan line. With the face mask tan line.
Yes.
So this past Saturday, so they also put out collapsible fans or folding fans.
The orange bird one that you showed at Disney Springs is really cute.
Yeah, they have them all throughout the resort now. This was the main reason that I went over. The Ulumel, the turtle that is from Alani, that is one of Duffy's friends, Duffy the Disney Bear. He arrived on Saturday while we were all at the kickoff of the Fall Festival in the Magic Kingdom. So the next day I went and took pictures of the incredibly cuteness that was going on.
Did you buy one?
Wow, that sounds like a traditional phone.
I may have bought some of it.
Aw, it's such a cute little turtle.
Yeah.
He's okay. Yeah. Alani.
No, ukulele playing turtle. Come on, it's cute.
Have you ever been to Alani, Jeremiah?
I have.
Yeah. Is there any Disney location you've not been to?
I have not been to the one that's not Vero Beach.
Hilton Head.
Hilton Head. I've not been to Hilton Head.
How can you not? You need to do that just to complete it.
I know.
It's driving you crazy.
Hilton Head is in South Carolina. Am I correct?
Yes.
It's in A Carolina. I can never remember which one. I'll be honest.
It's the one closer to you, Jeremiah.
Okay.
And Vero Beach is beautiful. It's a beach, and it's 3 hours from here. Hilton Head is 6 to 7 hours, and you know what's in Hilton Head? Hilton Head.
It's beautiful. Hilton Head is beautiful.
It is beautiful, but
it's beautiful. I understand. You've got beautiful beach near you. You're not interested in driving for beautiful beach. I understand.
I'm not interested in driving to a beach at all. I'm not a beach boy
Are you
at all.
like Doobie? Are you like Doobie? No beach gene?
My mother was a beach baby. Like every weekend we'd go to the beach, and it, much like spinach and artichokes, I fought against it all my life, and I will never stop fighting against it.
Mike.
This is, again, riveting stuff.
I know. I'm curious now. Mike C, beach or no beach?
Jeremiah's story sounded very familiar to me. I grew up going to the beach a lot, and I almost never go to the beach now.
Is there anything more overrated than a day at the beach?
Oh, this is painful. Like the whole reason I bothered to get a driver's license and a car, I got a little white cabriolet convertible, and I was driving out to Laguna almost every weekend I could. My best friend Carissa and I, man, we would hop in the car and head down the 5 and have a wonderful day down in Laguna. Oh, you hurt me. Go
ahead, Mike.
When I was doing stand-up comedy, I had a bit about how you wouldn't want to be.
Yes, hold on.
You are burying the lead, man.
Let us all pause and just soak that in for a moment. Okay, so you were doing stand-up. Now go ahead.
I had a bit about how you wouldn't want to be trapped in the middle of the desert, and you wouldn't want to be stranded in the middle of the ocean, but for some reason when you put those two things together, everybody wants to go there.
It's true.
And I didn't understand that.
How have we not known this?
How did I get stuck with all these people who don't like the beach?
If I'm at Alani or on Castaway. I love the beach, but
Even
I do
Castaway
not.
don't do.
Oh, I love Castaway.
That was the last time I was at the beach when I went on the cruise. We went to Castaway Key.
You know my problem with the beach
Sand.
is I
Sand.
don't like
Coarse.
sand.
It gets
It's coarse
everywhere.
and rough and irritating. It gets everywhere.
Everywhere.
And I
Yeah.
had to look it up to make sure I got it right.
I never hear that.
We will come back to this off air or some point in the future to this stand-up comedy thing that Mike
All right.
just blew us all
There's
away with.
there's videos on YouTube you can find. I'm just saying.
Yay!
We may come back to
Yay!
I did have a stage name though, so it might not be immediately accessible.
Jeremiah's out of here. He's like, let me go find it. You gotta get something
Wow. That's insane. Okay, all right. Well, let's get through this not so funny news. Jeremiah, please come back.
new. He might.
I'm coming back.
Unfortunately, the Swan and Dolphin, they were hosting an MLS tournament, so they were kind of booked up for a while, but that's now over. They are laying off 1,100 employees. I did not even know they had that many employees, which is just sad. That's obviously due to low occupancy, canceled events. So,
Well, they
that's some
were.
sad news.
My understanding of them is they were a very busy convention style location. You know, they had all that meeting space, and so probably catering and all of those levels of
Right.
of service as well. So yeah, because that number of employees that were being impacted by this surprised me as well, until I started to take into consideration all of that as well.
Let's see. So, Jeremiah, you want to talk
Yes,
about Spooktacular or Universal?
Let's go Universal. Are we spinning the wheel?
I'm only going to do one. So, you're choosing Universal?
Okay.
Go for it.
Yes. Universal, as sadly as we all know, has canceled Halloween Horror Nights both here at Disneyland. Wow, I'm so shell shocked by the Mike news. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Both in California, Florida. Actually, I believe they've canceled all of their Halloween Horror Nights across the world. But because here in Florida, they'd started construction on some of the houses before the shutdown. And we found out that some of them were actually complete. And Universal was even going to go through with Horror Nights up until probably about 2 months ago, I think, is when they actually finally canceled it. So from what we learned, they had 2 houses complete. And instead of doing a special hard ticket event, they went through and opened it up to the guests for the day. Well, they opened it for this past weekend for testing. We haven't heard anything official if it's going to be back next week or if it's going to be daily starting in October. We don't know that officially if that's going to happen. Again, I don't know if it's going to be back this weekend or daily starting in October. It's not official. But the Universal Monsters, The Bride of Frankenstein Lives, is an amazing walkthrough. If you can get out to Universal Studios Florida and walk through these houses, it is as close as you're going to get to any type of Halloween event. They're complete. They, from start to finish, dark. They have these characters all have plexiglass in front of them, so it's usually like, you know, where the face would be. So that is the one barrier, and all the characters have masks on, not just their normal masks, but they have face coverings that are shaped or covered to look like they tie in directly with their character. I was blown away. Other than hearing a lot of horror stories of long lines because they have to social distance, so they pulse people through, much like they do in California at Universal Studios Hollywood, where normally here it's just free flow, doesn't stop. So it was a great event. Also, they're doing the virtual return time. So when you get in the morning and you say, okay, I want to do the houses, they'll give you a return time. So throughout the day, they've opened up some of the food trucks with some of the highlights of the Universal Horror Nights food options that have been in the past. Tater on a stick, some of the funnel cake, some of the fun flavored. I've heard pizza fries may be showing up at some point, but I've not seen official. And they also have a fun thing called the Scarecrow Stock, where they give you a map and you go through the different stores and they stamp the different thing. I believe this week or next week, Tony will be doing that for us.
Yeah, this week.
So it is a chance to explore the stores. You get stamps when you go in, and then at the end, if you get all, I think it was 12 stamps, you get a free bag of candy.
Now, when you is this inside the park itself? So this would be part of your theme park admission. Is that where would you find these? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that's at
And
Studios
again,
Park.
Yes, at Islands of Adventure, they're doing a little Halloween, but it's only for children 12 and under, where they're actually doing trick or treating.
Okay.
So that's a fun thing. And quickly, I know Doobie was just SeaWorld is also doing their spooktacular going on right now with some fun trick or treating that we have a video up and had some great coverage. And the way that they found a way around the, touching, putting in the bags is great. Look it up on our Twitter. It's worth seeing.
Yeah, it was very clever.
Cool. And finally, back to Disney for this final story that hits so close to home for at least Rebecca and I. Captain Tom, Commodore Tom, the one who started it all on the Disney Cruise Lines, is saying goodbye and retiring.
Yep. I'm happy for him.
Every Disney cruise ship thus far has launched with him as the captain, and apparently that will not extend to the Disney Wish. It's also, I feel bad for him. I am happy for him, obviously. 25 years, all he's done. I'm sad, though, that he won't get to go out on a sailing, that he's, going out just tooling around in the middle of the ocean, wasting time. I feel bad for him for that, but such is life.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I'm excited. And I pulled out our, we have the Disney, is it Disney Dream? I think, yeah, the Disney Dream that he signed for us. And I'm pretty sure somewhere amongst our cruise memorabilia is a photo of our family with Captain Tom back then, now sure. Commodore, right? Commodore Tom, Admiral Tom, what is he now? Commodore Tom.
Yes.
Okay, Commodore Tom.
As Tony said, he was the Commodore Tom Big 20, but now he's the Commodore Tom 64.
Very nice. Very, very nice. So yeah, all the best, man. That's cool.
It's definitely all the best. And I wonder who's like the head captain now. Who's going to be taking over? I don't know.
Well, they make him a legend.
Oh, that is an excellent question. They better make him. He definitely.
Wouldn't that be fun? I don't know. Have they done that? I don't know that they've done that with I would say like a kind of a cast member, position.
But he's an executive.
Yeah, and launch so many ships. I mean,
he's Bob Iger's boss. When they're in the middle of the ocean, he is Bob Iger's boss.
That is true. That is true.
His ship. And I can't wait to hear him in his Norwegian accent give a speech at D23 Expo.
That would be
awesome.
I would delight in that. So I don't know. It's one of those things. Little wish list for me.
For sure. Who's this guy?
That's me, but that's not stand-up comedy. That's like a sketch comedy thing.
But it's funny. I mean, I haven't watched it.
Doobie was excited to find you on YouTube. What can I say?
Is it funny? Should I watch that?
Oh, I doubt it. Can I ask you guys a question that's not related to the parks at all?
Sure.
It is Disney related. It's about Ducktales. So, do you guys know this character, the Phantom Blot?
Yes.
I've heard of.
What do you think the origins of that character are in the Disney company?
Wasn't he like just somebody spilled an inkwell and the blot was formed? Isn't that what it was?
In what medium do you think he originally appeared?
I believe it was the comics.
Okay, well, you knew more than I did. I called this character a deep cut Disney reference in my DuckTales review, and Benji was making fun of me, and I felt guilty for my lack of Disney knowledge.
It is a deep cut. The only reason I know the Phantom Blot because he appeared in he was the villain in Epic Mickey 1, I believe.
The only place I had known about him before was in the 80s Ducktales, where he was a villain in one episode, and then he appeared in this week's Ducktales. So I thought they were just referring back to the 80s Ducktales, but apparently this character has had a long and rich history in all sorts of Disney stuff, and I just had no idea, and I had to look it up. But I felt like my knowledge was very lacking in that moment. But
I read the old Mickey Mouse comics, so that's where my reference.
Yeah, see, I've never read the Mickey comics. I didn't encounter that guy.
You have
before.
to remember, Mike. I could say some random planet, and you can tell me the history of it. You can say the Phantom Blot, and I can tell you the history of it. So that's why we all work well together.
Yep.
I am just mesmerized.
No, please don't dig up old footage of the team on YouTube.
Look how skinny I was back then. That's my. I'm gonna get back to that weight. That's my target right now.
You're looking good. Have you continued to lose? I know I complimented you on that.
Yeah, I've lost like 10.5 pounds so far. I'm getting there. I had to radically change my diet though, so.
Which is hard for you because your diet's already.
Yeah, it's like, what can you eat now?
No, I'm just eating like meat and some fruits and vegetables, and that's it.
Wow. All right. Anything I missed before we sign off here?
Nope. Can't think of anything.
All right. We've got a busy week on Laughing Place YouTube. Tomorrow, Jeremiah is going to be at the Magic Kingdom at 1 p.m. doing a park walk and talk, right, Jeremiah? Is this not correct?
I am going to be at the park. I didn't know that I was doing a walk and talk. So yay.
That's right. And then tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. we've got Disney Trivia Live, and then Tony comes in to do some walking and talking. He'll be at Universal at 9 a.m. Pacific time on Wednesday doing the Scarecrow Stalk scavenger hunt type thingy. And on Thursday he'll be at the Magic Kingdom. It's at 9 a.m. and then on Friday, Hollywood Studios at 9 a.m. So, and then mixed in there, we'll have Marvel time, Star Wars headlines, other fun stuff, Mike Celestino's hands. So, thank you all for joining us today. Okay, we can all do that as we sign off today. We will see you next time.
Bye. Weirdo.